So welcome everyone. Welcome to my channel Scientist Blade, and I am Avinash. And today what we are going to do, we are going to start with the day 17 of learning data science. And let me recap what we have done till now is in these 16 days we have covered various uh, things in Python, various what you can say that various functions in Python means what all things are there. For example, we have covered the introduction part. What we have covered, we covered the data types, we covered numeric data types, we covered sequential data types, that is list, tuples, strings. We covered non-sequential data type in which we covered sets. We covered what are variables, what are the certain rules regarding variables while defining it, what are operators, what are different types of operators. We discussed those as well. Today, what we are going to do, we are going to discuss about dictionary. Basically, in my previous video, which is in day 16, you will get that in my playlist named 365 Days Challenge as data science. You will get my videos there. So in previous videos, I have just discussed only the basics of dictionary. Basics in the sense means like what basically a dictionary is, what is the feature of dictionary, how we can define a dictionary, right? These all things we discussed already. And also we discussed some functions pertaining to dictionary, whether how to access the keys, whether the dictionary is ordered or unordered, how we can locate the values inside a dictionary. So these all things we have discussed it, right? So now what we will do, we will just move further. But before moving further, it's like as you guys know, what I tell you guys to perform, there are certain procedure for you guys to follow it. Why there is a such certain procedure? It's not something that it's being designed by some corporates or by some so-called good professionals. No, it is what uh, it's designed by me in the sense ki, like I found personally it is useful, and it's totally dependent on you, means like whether you find it useful or not. But unless you do certain things, then only you can come to a conclusion that whether this thing will work or not. Being a data analyst or data science, what you do, you perform on certain data, and upon performing on certain data, you come to a conclusion that okay, whether my model will work or not, whether it will work or not, right? So right now I'm just telling you to follow the process in the sense means like if you will assume that whether we will follow this process, then it will work in the future or not. No, it's not like that. Just follow it. If you found yourself that yes, it's been benefiting you in your skills, it's been benefiting you in your professional growth, so you can stick to it. Otherwise, it's your choice. I found myself what helpful. So I think if it's being helpful for me, the process itself, I'm not talking about the results, I'm talking about the process. If it's being useful for me, then certainly it will be useful for you guys as well. So what are the process? The process is just start with reading the mind map. Reading the mind map here in the sense, what is the mind map? So I've explained you guys what is a mind map. Mind map is a pictorial representation of our data. No one in this world can see, and they can come to a conclusion that okay, or this data can work or not just by seeing 10,000 lines of Excel sheet, or just by seeing 10,000 lines of Microsoft Word. Some data is being fitted into it and no one can relate to it, no one can understand it. What you need a flowchart, you need a ED diagram for that. So similarly, mind map is there. There are several things in Python, right? And if I will attach a book to you, then you will find yourself too much of sophisticated, and you will get some bored after some time, because it's a human brain and it's a human, we are humans. And now what we are doing, we are uh, our views and uh, our what we can say interest is just changing in the matter of 15 seconds. Why? Because it's just the matter of shorts and insta reels. We just slide after every 10 second 50 seconds, so it's just our brain who just gets bored. Okay, so right now what we need, we have to just follow the steps. and how you can locate the mind maps and all those steps is just simple. Just go in your Google Chrome, in your Google browser, and just type Python mind map. Okay, and if you will go into it, then you can see on the very first result you will get the Python mind map here. And again, how to operate it, it's just as simple. Like, you have to just double click on any of the branches, and this will be further divided into several branches, right? So right now, where we are in non-sequential data type, that is dictionary. Okay, we have discussed several things. We have discussed about the update function, the keys, basically what the pop function does, what's the pop meaning of it. Okay, so if you will read it, okay, I just want you guys to read it at least 4 to 5 times every day, because what will happen is whenever you are reading this mind map, you will get a better idea, a better understanding what's there in Python and what's all things you have to keep it in mind. It will just provide you all the things in a crisp manner and in a single page itself, as you can see it. Right, when I am opening these stuffs, you can see that everything is just in a single page itself, and you will get all things in quite crisp manner, and it will help you guys, right? So these are the most important things which is needed to be kept in dictionary. So these are all the things. When you double click it, it will disappear, and when you again, you will see. So how do we create a dictionary? How we can get the data from the dictionary, how we can update the dictionary, how we can return all the keys, how we can return all values. So these all things are there. But right now, I want you guys to read it. And after reading it, I will just switch on to my Anaconda Navigator. As I say, you guys to just why to follow Anaconda Navigator, because it offers various ID. You don't have to install any other IDE separately, whether it's PyCharm, whether it's VS Code. Again, when you are deploying something, and if you are deploying something for free, then Python Anywhere is there as well. So basically, all the things are combined. It Anaconda is just, you can say, a full package of doing everything related to Python, doing everything related to data science or data analyst, okay, or AI engineer, or whether it's some, we can say, Gen AI or anything, right? So here you can get your Spider ID. And again, why I am telling you to stick to a Spider ID is because Spider, what it does, it it's very useful for beginners. It's a beginner friendly. It's like it has various features which you will not get certainly in VS Code or any of the ID, such as PyCharm as well. You will not get those. Okay. Again, why you will not get those? Because Spider is being inbuilt into it. And what are those features is that you will get here in Variable Explorer, you can get various things related to it. And these all things you will not get in other ID. And again, how to code in a certain file, it's just same as opening a new file in Microsoft Word or Microsoft PowerPoint. You have to just click here on file and here on new file, and a new file will be created here. Okay. So today what we'll be doing it, we will be just discussing the things is like, first, let me define a dictionary here. Let me increase my font. Okay. Now let me define some dictionary. As you guys know that dictionary is the combination of key value pair. So in the key, for example, I will write Dhoni, and the key is separated by values with a colon symbol, and I will write a jersey name here. Then I will put a comma. Then I will write such. Then I will again put a column, and then I will write his jersey number same as 10. Then I will again write here Rohit. Again I will write his jersey name here 45. Again, I will put a column. Again, I will write Kohli. I will write his jersey name as 18. And again, the one last, I will write Yuvraj. And again, I will put here jersey number as 12. Okay. So these are the dictionary. And again, dictionary is unordered, means you can't locate by searching the values itself. And what is dictionary, I basically discussed it, how, why we can locate the values only using the keys. That all things also I have explained in my previous video, on my day 16 video. So you guys just go and look into it, you will get a better understanding of what dictionary is, right? So first of all, right now we have already discussed the dictionary. What are the certain things, it's like how we can get the keys of this dictionary is just by using simple formula, which is d dot keys function. When you will operate it, you will get all the keys pertaining to this dictionary. See, you have got Dhoni, Sachin, Rohit, Kohli, and Yuvraj, right? And similarly, if you want to get values, so if I'll write d dot values, and if I will execute this, you will get the values of the dictionary as well. Okay, so you have got the values as well. Let me use the print statement here as well, and here as well. So again, if I will print it, so you can see it's the same thing which was there earlier. Okay, so by this thing we can locate the certain keys, certain values. And again, if you want to locate certain value, so what you have to do, you can locate it with by its key. You can't locate it by its index number. Again, why? Because dictionary is unordered. So how you can do such is just write a dictionary D here, and here I will write any key. For example, if I will write Yuvraj, okay, and if I will execute this line of code, then you can see the output is as 12. Because why? In particular dictionary, Yuvraj as a key, the value is 12, right? Certainly you can add the keys as well, which we have discussed in our yesterday class, which is day 16. And now if you want to delete some values, right? For example, if I want to delete Sachin from here, so what I will do, I will just use d dot, then I will use del again. Sorry, my bad. What you will use is del, and here I will write the d dictionary name, and again in the square bracket I will write the key value here. Okay, so if I will execute this line of code, and if I will print D, then you can see that, you can see Dhoni is there, Rohit, Kohli, Yuvraj, Sachin is being deleted from this dictionary, right? So this how we can delete certain values inside a dictionary. You have seen those. Now moving on to the next thing is like, if you want to clear everything from a dictionary, means like you don't want to just delete a certain value, you want to clear whole dictionary. So how you can do it, what the function behind it, it's same, it's like it's same as list, tuples, strings, set. What we have to do, you have to just write the variable name. Again, what variable name? The variable in which certain list, dictionary, tuples, anything is being stored. You have to just write the variable name, then put a dot here, then put a clear function. Okay, and if I will execute it, then you will see that the dictionary is being already cleared. If I'll print, then you can see this is a empty dictionary. Okay, so you can see here the values is being cleared inside the dictionary, including the keys, nothing is there, right? So if I'll execute this line of code again, and if I will do this, then you can see the value is there. Now what if you want to delete everything from, you want to delete the dictionary itself, right? So you have to just write del, and you have to just write d, and it will delete a dictionary. And if you will print d here, then you will get a name error. Why? Because d is not defined. D is not located in the Python memory because we have already deleted it. So I hope you guys have understood what's the meaning of clear and what's the meaning of delete. Delete, it will remove whole dictionary, but clear, it will not remove the dictionary, but yes, it will remove the keys and values inside it. You can see it. Okay. For example, if I will run this again and let me print this, and if I will execute this, then you can see it's being cleared. And when I am printing, empty dictionary is getting printed. But as soon as I execute this line of statement, and when I execute print d, then you can see name is different because dictionary is being deleted from the its memory location itself. So if you want to delete some entire dictionary, so you can use these values, right? And again, how to access the nested dictionary. Nested dictionary means dictionary inside a dictionary. Okay. So how we can execute those? What are the certain things? How we can do it, right? So what I will do here, I will just create one another dictionary here, name as D. Okay. And what I will do, I will just put a curly braces, and for example, I want to write India. Okay. India is one key, and inside that key, I want to store values. Values of what? In India, what it comes? Dhoni. And what are the several values? Yuvraj and Kohli. Okay. So this was one key inside. Now what I will do, I will just use another key. For example, just say it Australia. And the keys for Australia will be just for example hidden. Okay. And I will just, for example, jersey number 43. Okay. Okay. Jersey number 43 for hidden. Then say Gilchrist, and say jersey number 23 for 23. Now let's move on to our next, which is England, or just say South Africa. South Africa. Okay. And in South Africa, the values will be AB de Villiers, ABD, and jersey number 17. Now let's take another value as Callis. Callis, and jersey number 34. Okay. Now just let's execute this line of code. Okay. Now let's execute it. You will see the dictionary is being already there. And now if I wanna locate, for example, 7, I want to locate the jersey number of Dhoni. Okay, so how we can do it? Okay, what we will write here is, we will write here D, and we will write here India. Okay, and in another, within India, what I'm looking for, I'm looking for Dhoni. Okay, and if I'll execute this, you can see 7 is being printed. Similarly, it applies for any key. For example, take South Africa. Okay, take South Africa, and inside South Africa, I want to take the value of ABD. And if I will print it, then you can see that 17 is being successfully printed here. So it doesn't matter whether you are using a nested dictionary, whether you are using a list inside a dictionary, whether you are using a tuple inside a dictionary, you can move on to the very, it's like, it will help you guys. Only thing what you have to keep it in mind, that whenever we are locating certain values, we can only locate with the help of keys, not with any index number. You can see here. Again, why as a key? Because just take a real life example of a dictionary. If you are using some Oxford dictionary, right? And if you wanna search for an English word, for example, perhaps you wanna search it. So what you will do, you will search by using this key, which is perhaps. You will not search by the definition, that actually what perhaps means. You will not search those, right? And if you will try searching, you will never get that word. So what you are doing in your real life dictionary as well, you are fetching the values of certain words, the definition of certain words using that particular word, which is the key itself. So in Python as well, if you want to locate some values, if you want to access some values inside a dictionary, definitely you have to go with the keys itself. You will not just simply go with the values and you will get it. No, it's not like that. And why it's not like that, I've explained you with a real life example why it's not. Okay, so if you haven't understood it, this meeting is being recorded and you can watch n number of times if you have understood or not, right? So now just let's take another example of dictionary, and after that we will wrap up with the things. And tomorrow what we will do, we will start with the date and time function, date and time module in Python. Okay, basically what is date and time and how we can go through it, what are the different things. And yes, obviously we will be practicing for questions more on dictionary itself. Yeah, we will be doing that. And what I will do, I will just start another playlist of performing the different questions on data types in Python or in Python programming. Okay, so I will do that, and that session will be again in the afternoon itself. In the evening, we will be going through the data science and all these things. Like gradually and slowly, if you want to learn it, you have to sprint. So yeah, now let's define a dictionary here, name as D, and here, for example, I have to write here India. Okay, and in India, what I will do, I will write Dhoni. I'll write Kohli. I will write Yuvraj. And in another, I will write Australia. Now I will use a tuple here. Okay, I will write here hidden. I will write here Gilchrist. I will write here Simons. Okay. And after that, now let me take some example as South Africa. Okay. And in South Africa, for example, if I wanna write here uh, Gibbs, I'm just storing a string here in South Africa, right? And if I'll execute this line of code, and then you can see it has been successfully executed. And if I wanna print it, then you can see if I will do print D, if you execute this line of code, you can successfully see that, okay, these all things are there. Now, the most important thing is if we wanna locate Kohli from India. So what we will do? First, as I've explained you guys, you have to just write a dictionary name here. Then in square bracket, you have to write key name which is India. And in another bracket, I have told you guys that list is a sequential data type. Means what? We can locate these by their index value. Here, we were locating jersey number of Dhoni 7 here. We were locating by the keys itself, right? Now we want to locate Kohli. So how we can locate it? As I've said that indexing always starts from zero. Whenever we are considering positive indexing, whenever we are moving from left to right, it's always a positive indexing there. So if I want to locate Kohli, you can see at the very first index, which is zero, it's Dhoni, and in first index, it's Kohli. Okay, so if I will write here one, and if I will try printing it, then you can see Kohli is getting printed here. Similarly, if we want to locate some values for Australia as well, so I will write here Australia. And if you want to locate Simons, okay, so Simons, you can see similarly, tuple is a, what you can say, iterable, means like sequential data type. So here also indexing works. And if I will locate, just write here 0, 1, 2, I will write here 2, then you can get Simons as output. Okay. Now if just let's move on to string, and if you write here, for example, South Africa here, okay, and within South Africa, what I want, for example, I want the third index. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3. I want this small s. Okay, just make it a big S. Okay, let me execute this. Let's make it a big S. And if I want to locate this big S, then what I will do? Z is in 0 position, I in 1, 2, 3. I'll write here 3. And if I will execute this, then you can see capital S is getting printed here. So I hope you guys have understood how we can operate through nested dictionary, list inside a dictionary, tuple inside a dictionary, and string inside a dictionary. I hope you guys have understood that. If you haven't, just rewatch the videos. Okay. And so we are stopping here, and tomorrow again we will meet, and tomorrow we will start with the date and time section in Python. Okay. And till then, what you have to do, you have to just practice at least 500 to 1000 lines of code every day, because I want you guys to just don't walk in your career path. I want you guys to sprint so that you can understand all this Python within a month. Because if you won't practice it, if you won't practice coding, so it's just like you are learning how to drive a car or how to swim just by using YouTube videos. We certainly you will not learn it, right? You can't learn to drive a car just by looking at those YouTube videos. You have to jump inside a car, you have to take a practice trial, you have to uh, drive it every day, then you can learn it. Similarly, it goes with Python or any coding languages. Okay, you have to jump into some id, you have to code, you have to do everything, then you can certainly learn it. Again, why I'm telling 1,000 lines of code, because you have to sprint, you don't have to just walk. For that reason, just practice thousands lines of code. Here I have written only 29. You have to write 1,000 lines here. Okay. So we will be stopping the meet here. We will meet tomorrow again. And yes, if you guys have certain feedback regarding to my video, so I am open to that, because I believe that person makes mistakes and I am the one who learns from it. So if you find anything needed to be implemented or needed to be corrected in me, so you guys are open to just write on the comment section. What I will do, I will try to implement it in my next videos. Okay. So till then, bye bye, take care, good night. Don't forget to practice thousands lines of code. Don't forget to read the mind map, and Jai Hind.